RFA 32 takes place next Friday night in Minnesota and features local fan favorites Marvin and Melvin Blumer, affectionately known as the Bash Brothers. The twins have been fighting their entire lives. Cliché indeed, but not untrue. In the cage, battles are like any who seek an MMA career, but it's their struggles outside that have been their toughest opponents, starting from day one.
One nurse came into the room and told her that she should abort the boys.
They spent 6 months of their life in the hospital. They stopped breathing 3 times every minute. Doctor said that they'd be at least 2 years behind everybody, especially with their height and their size.
But as you can tell, it wasn't true.
Big surprise.
Yeah, they're like the worst camera.
The older brother, which is Sean, he would tell him that he was always tougher and bigger, and the boy said, one day we will be.
I pushed him pretty hard to not cry about it or anything, just, you know, kind of put up with it.
Our older brother, my mom, and our older sister always gave us that drive that just because you're little, it doesn't matter the size of you, it's how hard you're gonna try.
I've never liked fighting, but I do support them 100%.
Most of the time, my mom spends her time like this.
Sick to my stomach, my hands sweat, I can't look up at it.
Then after the fight's over, she's cheering and enjoying the win with us.
He suffered some truly gruesome injuries.
Marvin's very first amateur MMA fight, he had an inadvertent headbutt and cracked his orbital bone in 9 spots. Nobody even knew that he cracked his skull. Went back out and knocked the guy out in 11 seconds of the second round. And they ended up peeling his face off.
I ended up putting a titanium plate about silver dollar size, and then wire meshing my forehead and putting 15 or so screws in there and put her back up.
But the colitis probably is the most serious thing.
When Marvin first got diagnosed with colitis, it was already too far, so he ended up having to have surgery to remove his whole large intestine.
And almost 10 years to the day from when I had surgery, Melvin started having some complications after one of his fights. Luckily, they said, we got one more medicine we're gonna try, and they tried that medicine, and knock on wood, it's righted this kid out.
Come on, girl. Bring it here. We just like to enjoy our time together. We like taking our dogs for a walk.
We really, I guess, are in passing a lot. So we try to just take advantage of our time together as a family here.
Both my boys play baseball. He's on the traveling baseball team.
He has to be involved in their activities.
We live out here in the North Country, and we just really enjoy it. So we go to long walks on the river.
My weekends and stuff are virtually the same, except mine's all dance related too. So I'm a dance dad. I'm a dad. I try to be as dedicated as dance dad as I can.
One half of the Bash Brothers in Minnesota.
One of the local writers for Star Tribune, he actually watched me and Marvin win our first amateur titles, and then after that he just kind of dubbed us the Bash Brothers.
It seemed to be fitting if you watch for our first couple fights that looked off like a bunch of super angry teenagers trying to take someone's head off.
They are going bananas for the Terminator. That was awesome. That's why they call them the Bash Brothers.
Thank God, with the family we have behind us and the people that we've had supporting us, we have a very strong will, and you'll see that every time we step in the cage.
Two of the nicest guys in all of MMA. They fight next week at RFA 32 in Prior Lake, Minnesota. Of course, you can catch all the action right here on AXS TV beginning at 10 p.m. Eastern.
Inside MMA, live every Friday night on AXS TV. Your home for MMA.